Assalamu alaikum. Okay. I'm going to show you, this is the proper covering here. Okay. A lot of times we like to get jazzy, fancy, and to each his own. But this is the proper covering here for a believing Muslima. It's an overhead abaya. The overhead, the hijab should start at the top of the top of your head. So here is what an overhead abaya looks like. Some like to keep the face showing. Some, and it's, like I said, the top of the head, and it drapes down. And here we have it. So this is what, it should look like. Okay. And then you could tie this one here. You could tie, if some wants to show the eyebrows, some prefer not to show the eyebrow. This one you could tie it in the inside, like that's what I'm doing right now. And I also have, like I said, the different niqabs that go with this. You saw the Superwoman, you saw the string, the 3 strings, and this way your eyebrows isn't showing. And this particular hijab, niqab, all of them are very light, very light. A lot of times people think that, oh, you guys must be hot. No, this material is actually hot, cooler than the polyester that you guys are wearing. But in here, this one here is a 1-2 layer niqab with the sheer net. So that way, because some women, have beautiful eyes, mashallah. Okay. And this one here is a tie up, and you just tie it up in the back. Some of them have Velcro, but the ones, like I do have some Velcro, but a lot of times when you get the Velcro, and here we have, the niqab, 2-layer niqab. So, okay. So, like I said, this one here, I'm not sure if you're able to zoom. My daughter's zooming in. Like, you can't see who I am, and, it's a few, look, it's a few more different layers. This one here is a winter one. Then you saw it with just a sheer, where I could see you guys, but you guys can't see me. But, and then, so that's the flip layer there. Then here's the other layer where, if you zoom, my daughter's going to zoom in, and you can see, like I can see you guys, it's the net, because some women have beautiful eyes, and, here's the string here. So then, you see some sisters that, here's the net that's underneath, and you see some sisters having it back because they about to eat or what have you, about to pray, so that's this one here. And so this one was a 2-layer niqab with the sheer, with the string. And then, like I said, they're very light. That one I just took off, that's a winter one. This one here is a summer one. And this one is a 2-layer. Okay, so it's still a tie back. Like I said, I do have the Velcro, but with the Velcro, sometimes the stitch pop or what have you. And this one is a 2-layer. So there you have it. And you just have to, kind of somewhat play with it to see which one. And this is the proper covering for a Muslima. So proper covering with the overhead abaya and the niqab. Some say nothing should be showing, but you have to I'm not sure, you know, it's many different people watching these videos, and whichever school of thought you follow, you know, that's what you follow, that's what you go by. So like I said, this overhead abaya is the proper covering. I stress saying that. And so anything else, the Cinnabon and, you know, the other stuff, it's just, you know, you doing you. So, and you have to answer to Allah with you doing you. So cover for yourself. Remember, I had it tied inside. So this is how it looks tied out on the outside. You might see some sisters with it, you know, tied outside, tied inside. It really, you know, whichever, you know, you have to. And then again, for me, I like to, you know, show my face. Okay. So, and some sisters don't want to show the face. They, you know, want to show, don't want to show their eyebrows. So this is how it looked with the eyebrows, you know, not shown, not being shown. And this is what I pray in. And if you're going to Salat, going to pray, and you're, you know, just how this is how it go. We should leave the house ready to pray no matter where we go. No matter where, you should be ready to pray with anything that you leave the house on. So, and this is okay, because I don't have to add anything to this. I don't have to take anything off. But again, to each his own. I'm not making this video to pick on anyone, and, you know, hopefully, you know, it will be put into your heart to do what's correct. And I'm making du'as for, and I want, just like I'm making du'as for you guys, please make du'as for me. And like for me, if I'm going to the gym or I'm putting on this, I'm wearing this, is a little tight, but you know, and I'm wearing this. This is how I go swimming. I go swimming with this hijab on, and this is me. This is me. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. You know, watch the next videos. They're coming soon. So again, thank you guys, and assalamu alaikum.